Pendidikan dijangka akan menjadi tumpuan utama dalam pembentangan bajet 2016. 6 Oktober lalu, Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak mengumumkan bahawa ekonomi negara perlu berubah kepada ekonomi berteraskan inovasi dan pengetahuan atau K-Economy. Dan untuk berbincang lebih lanjut, kita bersama wartawan Astro Awani, Prita Manivanan di Bilik Berita. Prita, silakan Prita.
Terima kasih Hana Ismail. Menurut laporan Astro Awani minggu lepas, Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak menegaskan kepentingan ekonomi negara berubah menjadi ekonomi berasaskan inovasi dan pengetahuan. Susulan ini, sektor informasi, komunikasi dan teknologi ICT memainkan peranan yang penting dalam membantu negara mencapai sasaran tersebut. Untuk perbincangan lanjut bersama saya pengerusi Persatuan ICT Kebangsaan Malaysia PIKOM, Encik Chia Kok Hung. Welcome Mr. Chia.
Yeah, hi, Rita. Thank you for inviting us.
No problem, Mr. Chia. All right, very briefly, Mr. Chia, how is the ICT sector in Malaysia performing currently?
Yes, I think overall health of the ICT industry, health with a good growth, though challenging. Just share with you some key statistics. The industry is expected to register double-digit growth of 14.2% in 2015, and for 2014, the industry grew by a robust 12.5%. Just to give you some feel about the total ICT values, in 2014, we registered ringgit 62 billion, and in 2015 is about 70.9 billion.
All right, Mr. Chia, let's move into the education sector. Now, the ICT sector has been doing a lot to bridge the knowledge gaps, and we all know that. But what more can be done, especially that the budget is coming to closer? So what more can be done for the education sector compared to what we currently have now?
Oh, let me start with the old saying, it took 10 years to plant a tree. It took 100 years to educate, to nurture. So ICT and education, or the role ICT play in this enhancing education is crucial, as you rightfully say, Ms. Prita. Bridging the knowledge gap, making the education experience more interactive, practical, keeping up with times as globally ICT is becoming more prevalent in education. Of course, we are talking about innovative, the creativity, but what's more, if education can be prepared the student, whether being in the preschool, meaning that it's a primary or secondary, or graduates or postgraduate. Of course, the next important topic we talk about, the e-learning. E-learning becoming crucial as well as the technology advances, yeah? So the kind of education needed to create more tech or ICT savvy generation is time for us to go, yeah? Just to give you some example, what PIKOM have working with the government agency MQA, this called Malaysia Quality Agency. Yeah. We have relooked at the entire ICT curriculum. Basically, we divided into 4. Yeah. So software engineering and then the computer science. These two are very important for the software programming. So for the hardware side and also for support side, mainly we classify together. So information system and also information technology. So whereby the base syllabus is based on the SCM, we call it the Association for Computing Machinery. This is widely used in the US or in worldwide education system. So in PIKOM, we use the teaching coding, yeah. So to school children as a positive step in better equipping the next generation to thrive the digital economy. Rightfully say, Malaysia is still very much consumption country rather than a production nation. So whereby coding will expose the kids, yeah, or the graduates to logical thinking, problem solving, persistent in resolving problem, collaborative skills, and also analytic thinking, whether being creativity or innovative, yeah. So the next very important is that we are talking about education and industry. It's always a demand and supply. We can call it a mismatch or matching, whereby can we tie education into the hot ICT job? So whereby based on ICT job sector outlook survey. Recently, PIKOM have done a job sector survey 2015, whereby we identify, so what are the hot jobs in ICT? So based on US trend, of course, technology being led by US. 45% of jobs will focus on software development and computer programming. So in the technical domain, ICT professional equipped with C#, C++. Sorry, I have to mention all this jargon or technical words, but this is the fundamental whereby SharePoint or web application development, whereby they are the crucial. On top of this programming, there's also two more important fields we believe in: ICT security and also the big data analytics, or some of the new term or new password created by the industry. We call it the data scientists. We believe these are the very important.
Okay, so, Mr. Chia, but how do you think this is the budget 2016 going to help the ICT sector? What is your wish for the budget 2016 for this ICT sector?
If government granted the industry a wish,
yes,
if I may say, so one of the very important wish is to cope with the current various pressure, the challenges faced, being abroad and also local. Number one wish for us will be the GST, the zero rated for ICT product and services. With the Goods and Services Act 2014 coming into effect in 1st April this year, the average price of computers and related items increased, resulting in an estimate up to 30%. Drop in demand and the price increase. The impact is compounded by weakening of the ringgit, which have since, as you know, as Malaysia, I said earlier, we are consumption country very much. So we need to import. So this import tax or based on the exchange rate US dollar, so it's greatly affected. The value plunged by around up to 20 to 30% to US dollar and other major currency. GST implementation has also affected ICT adoption among the SME sector and also the rural and underprivileged community. So whereby we strongly recommended ICT product and services is zero rated. This will help to ensure that the price remain more affordable for all Malaysians, be it personal or business user as large.
All right, Mr. Chia, thank you so much. I know we have a lot to discuss today, but time does not allow us. So thank you so much for joining us here today. Baiklah, setakat ini saja temu ramah dengan pengerusi PIKOM, Encik Chia Kok Hong. Kembali bersama Hana Ismail di studio.
Terima kasih.